the effects of Covid-19 on commercial property prices and development in Selangor. Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Yasmin Saidi and I will be presenting the introduction and case study for this research. For the introduction, real estate is an important pillar towards a country as many economists and policymakers consensus that property prices acts as a catalyst towards the growth or decline of a nation. Thus, the performance of a property market has constantly been an issue of concern for policymakers to forecast the direction of a certain nation. Since the outbreak of Covid-19 pandemic, huge disruption has occurred on the Malaysian property market as the numbers of homebuyers and property sellers has been reduced. Property listing had narrowed since the outbreak began in March 2020. Property prices tend to drop for the first time ever since 1999 in Malaysia. According to the property market report, the overall performance for the commercial subsector has been sluggish for the year 2020, making it one of the most challenging years faced due to the pandemic. The case study for this research is Selangor, which is a state at the west coast of Peninsular Malaysia with Shah Alam as the state capital. In Selangor, there are total numbers of 9 districts spanning approximately 795,000 hectares. According to the Department of Statistics Malaysia, the population in Selangor is 6.53 million. For the purpose of this research, only the commercial subsector is involved in the analysis of property prices and property development in Selangor. Klang Valley is one of the favourite spots for commercial properties that is expected to be well maintained due to its strategic location. A total number of 20,255 commercial properties was transacted in the year 2020, which is 6.8% from the overall property market. The commercial subsector comprises of shops, purpose-built offices, shopping complexes and leisure properties.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Najmah Moh Samsudin. So I will proceed with the price trend and also pattern for the commercial properties that cover only for Selangor area. As to make the price analysis is more properly understand, it will come up together with the several graphs in between 2016 until 2020. For the part of price analysis for commercial properties in Selangor, year before and also after COVID-19 situation is being considered for to analysis the price analysis for the commercial properties in the Selangor area. Alright, I will proceed with this graph that illustrate the value of commercial transaction by price range in between 2016 until 2018, which is a situation before the COVID-19. Based on the data table, the value of commercial properties in the column of 5, 6, 8 and also 9 is slightly decreased compared to the others price range of commercial properties. Meanwhile, for the column 1 until 4 and also 7, it shows that the value of commercial transaction by price range is increased in that price range. For the price range of 1 million and above shows that the value of transaction on the commercial properties in that price range is significantly went up compared to the others price range of value transaction in property commercial. Alright, for the second graph, which is line graph for show the percentage change in value of commercial properties in Selangor, which is between the 2016 and the 2018. Based on the table of data, the price range of 500,000 until 1 million of commercial properties in 2018 is decreased from 1.1% in 2017 and decreased in 2018, which is negative 5.3%. Meanwhile, for the others, price range of commercial properties is it shows improvement from the previous year in 2018. So as a whole, the price range for the percentage change in value for the price range in 2018 is mostly increased, but for the price range of 500,000 until 1 million, price range in 2018 is slightly decreased from the 2017.
Moving on, the analysis of property prices of the COVID-19 pandemic, where it will be further analyzed for 2 years, which involve year 2019 and 2020. This is because the COVID-19 pandemic struck at early 2019. Moreover, this analysis will be focused on Selangor state specifically for commercial sector. As you can see here, the integrated bar chart shows the value of transactions by price range for the year 2019 and 2020. Based on the data, several price ranges have been showing an increase over the year, which includes 100,001 to 200,000 ringgit, 300,001 to 400,000 ringgit, 400,001 to 500,000 ringgit, 500,001 to 600,000 ringgit, and 700,001 to 800,000 ringgit. The value increases by 6.37 million, 3.83 million, 3.5 million, 3.73 million, and 11.2 million consequently. Right, for this line chart, we have extracted the data and it shows that the summary of the percentage change in value for commercial sector in Selangor for the year 2019 and 2020. As you can see here, in all of the price range, it shows a positive trend direction, which is an increase in percentage change in value from the year 2019 towards 2020. And from the line chart, we can analyze that the price ranging from 500,001 to 600,000 depicts a drastic increase in percentage change in value by 254.7 percentiles, which indicates a maximum range of value, while the price ranging from 1 million and 1 and above shows an upward trend with unusual pattern, which is negative 65.1% for the year 2019 and a slight increase by only 55.6% with a total of negative 9.5% in the year 2020.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Hidayah binti Abdul Khalid. Today I would like to continue with the effect of COVID-19 towards the commercial property prices in Selangor. Firstly is the decline in demand for new commercial property. As the pandemic continues, the business facilities that are not essential have been closed. Besides, most of the company decided to downsizing their organizational business. Besides, people also have no intention in buying a new property due to their financial constraint, as they are more into securing their money. Today, most of the individuals or investors also are taking wait-and-see strategy. The retail industry have been negatively impacted as people tend to avoid the crowded places and area, which resulting in the decrease in store occupancy rate. In terms of office building, most of the company decided to deferring their growth plan by implementing work from home policies and also retrenchment of workers, which eventually have resulting in lower demand in the office market. Demand for office building has shifted to remote job at the co-working space or simply work from home, as today they need to comply with the social distancing requirement. Another reason that contribute to the decrease in demand that is the buyer or investor cannot inspect or view the property physically as before. They have to rely on the new marketing strategy that provided by the developer or estate agent like virtual tour, digital presentation on the subject property. It requires time for the investor or buyer to adapt with this new norm, as the satisfaction of viewing the property is not the same as before. Moving on to the next point, which is the supply chain is disrupted. Most of the development was not able to be completed on time. Major projects like MRT, RTS, and etc. was delayed due to the restriction movement order. Besides, procedure like paperwork, progress approval, and so on have to be suspended and delayed as the bank and agency decelerated their operation. This has contributed to the decline in the number of transactions of property as people are not interested to wait for the long process. Moving on to the next point, which is overnight policy rate cuts. To support the economic recovery, Bank Negara Malaysia have reduced the OPR to the lower rate. The reduction is purposely to help the financial institution to loan fund with low interest rate to the borrower. This will eventually help in boosting the economic and increase the buyer affordability on the installment payment. Lastly, the announcement of 6-month moratorium by Bank Negara Malaysia have also helped in reducing the financial crisis among the household. That's all from me. Thank you for listening.
The next point effect of COVID-19 towards commercial prices is the overhang commercial property increase. In Malaysia, the commercial property overhang is one of the issue in the Malaysian real estate industry. So, the implementation of work from home and online shopping during the COVID-19 will affect the commercial property in a long period. It is because the unstable economy and fluctuation of COVID-19 statistics encourage most of the firms to operate their businesses with 50% is the maximum density used in the office and to avoid facing problem in paying the rents in future. For example, in Selangor, the number of overhang properties will increase from year to year if the COVID-19 cases cannot be controlled. However, Rahim and co-director of research says Selangor has a high potential to reduce the overhang units because there is a strong demand from the local market if the prices are suitable with their income. After that, most of the companies and organizations decided to implement a new environment of the commercial property as to curb the spread of COVID-19. It is to ensure their business can operate as usual. However, it affected the commercial property because most businesses will only require a small space to run their business in a new norms. Basically, the company will adopt the work from home concept because the space optimization is needed to be implemented in every office as prescribed by the government in SOP to ensure there is a social distancing between one person to the another person. A new trend will increase the vacant space of commercial property either in the short or medium term because the unpredictable COVID-19 situation will decrease the demand for the office market. Lastly, the pandemic COVID-19 has put the rental and occupancy rate of commercial property under pressure. It is because of several economic activity that give impact on business. Seville Malaysia 2020 stated that the rental and occupancy rate will decline between 5% to 10% compared to the situation before the COVID-19. According to the Rent Index and Average Occupancy Rate by Knight Frank Malaysia, commercial property showed a decrease in rents and occupancy rate. For instance, in Selangor, it indicates that overall rental rates decreased from RM4.26 per square feet to RM4.24 per square feet in third quarter 2020. Meanwhile, average occupancy rate in Selangor declined from 1.7% to 77.1%. It occurred because of tenants' movements from the CP Tower and Wisma LYL to the small leasing space and the implementation of the new working environment. Other than that, most of the owners of large commercial properties decided to delay the marketing of their commercial properties due to the difficulty to make decisions, discussing about the term and condition of the agreement, and also bargaining the price of commercial properties either for sale or rent. It is because there is no face-to-face discussion between agents, potential buyers, vendors, and lenders since the implementation of MCO. As a conclusion, the country economy is predicted to grow in 2020 onwards, which eventually followed by the real estate market. However, the rebound will be slow as everyone is adjusting to life after COVID. Some of the property players predicted it could take about 5 years for the property market to be fully recovered. Moreover, the availability of vaccination program today also has a significant impact on the property market as it changed the investor purchase decision and behavior. It is all depending on the effectiveness of the vaccine in protecting the people from the COVID-19 virus. It will take a few months for the property market to pick up steam after economic activity resumes, as investors will need time to regain the trust. These new changes will have to be adapted by planners, architects, developers, and tenants. So, once the economy recovers, the transactional activities of the property will likely to arise at a healthy pace.
And that is all from us. Thanks for watching.